Hi everyone, it's Catherine here. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout I'm creating for Confessions of a Paper Addict, and I've gone ahead and done a chain stitch for this stitched diamonds cut file. I've used a variegated DMC floss, and so this is number 52. Oh, sorry about that. I'll just put it in focus. And it was lovely, and I think it's turned out really well. My initial intention with this design was to use the Paige Evans collection, Go the Scenic Route, but I decided that the purples didn't really fit with the collection. It was slightly different, so I'm going to use this Pink Fresh Studio, what is it? Just a little lovely collection, and I picked out this paper to back my cut file on. I did go ahead and trim off the edges and then just use my distressing tool and distress the edges there. I've got this photo of my partner Ray, and this was at his birthday last year. So I thought his shirt matched in quite well with these purples. I've got a couple of cards to use as backing, and then a bunch of the ephemera pieces, all sorts of things from this Just a Little Lovely collection. And I thought that these are probably a bit glaring on camera, but I thought that these acetate pieces would work well because it wouldn't cover up too much of the stitching. You know, I've put a fair bit of effort into stitching this. I'm not going to lie, it took quite some time, and I used, I think, 4 skeins of this cotton. So I don't want to cover up too much. So I'm going to put you on fast forward and go ahead and take you through my process. So I'm going to start by trimming down this background piece of paper. So this 12 by 12. So just trimming off the branding strip. And I would have loved if this paper had the purple and pink right the way around, but it does have some yellow down in the bottom corner, but that's fine because it brings in all the colors. It means I can use the ephemera pieces. So I'm just backing my photo here with one of those 4x6 pieces of paper, and I'm just distressing the edges there. And as you can see from the back, it's not overly tidy, but I've used a little bit of washi tape on some of the ends, and some of the ends are just loose. So I'm just putting some glue on there to make sure that they sort of stick down. I'm using a fair bit of glue. I think this will hold, and this is the Art Glitter Glue, and I really like it. It sticks nice and strong, and it's usually pretty good. So I'm going to start to make a couple of embellishment clusters around my photo, and like I said in the beginning, I'm using these acetate florals because I feel like they won't cover up too much of the stitching. So I'm going to create clusters in the top right hand corner and the bottom left hand corner of the photo, and then one up at the top that I think I'll use as my sort of title piece. So I'm just going through and finding you know, what I can make work. And I like those frames kind of at the back of the 2 floral clusters on the photo to kind of emphasize that. And I'm just tucking in that other sort of edging piece, so the notebook edge. And then I found this die cut ephemera piece beautiful, and I added the title U. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick everything down now. I picked up this glue on the weekend. It is the Tim Holtz Collage Medium, and I found it really good for sticking down acetate. It dries clear, so it looks really good. So I'm just sticking down that beautiful die cut piece and then sticking down the U. And while I'm sticking all of this down, not a lot changes, so I'm going to stick this down. The only thing with that that Tim Holtz collage medium is it does take quite a while to dry, so those pieces you know, need to sort of sit around before they dry, so be careful not to move them. So while I'm sticking all of this down, I'll let you know that I have left links to Confessions of a Paper Addict, so the Facebook group, and also a link to this cut file. I've really enjoyed all the stitch cut files this month, but I can tell you it is worth joining the Facebook group for next month because there is some awesome stuff coming out. So I'm just sticking down my photo sort of cluster with some double-sided tape, and I do go ahead and use some wet adhesive as well. I'm going to add some staples here to that kind of tab at the top of my photo which says favorite. And as you can see, I'm using some wet adhesive as well to stick that down. I'm going to go ahead and add some enamel dots, and then I'm going to add some sprinkles of Jen Hatfield Gold glitter spray, and that just finishes off the layout nicely. So I will remind you to go and check out all the links in the description below. And also thank you so much for joining me. I know this layout came together super quick, but I think that's what I find with cut files. You know, I did a lot of hard work with the stitching, and it does take some time, but it's really worth it, and I love the way it turned out. So thank you. Bye.